welcome in. Welcome back. Today we'll do Advent of Cyber. So let's hop in there. This is what pops up now when we go into Track Me. So, and I have the Track Me shirt. Advent of Cyber. So I got this $10 voucher on the Advent of Cyber video for day 1. So introduction. I guess it's about prizes and stuff, right? Yeah. So we can win prizes if we do this. We can win cool stuff like DEF CON tickets. What am I aiming for? There's grand prize 3 DEF CON tickets and accommodation, and 5 tickets, normal ones. And and this is a new thing apparently. So we'll see. Yeah. I clicked these like a month ago when it first appeared. So it's just like, oh look, that's the shirt I have on. So it's just to no real questions here. About how Track Me works, I think. So this was the introduction. It's like a comic. So the glitch is not the bad guy here. It's a hacker that's helping the village, and the bad guy is actually Mayor Malware. That has an evil plan. And this is the detective then, right? Yeah. So I think I read this then some time ago, but this button didn't exist. So I think so, at least. Or I would have clicked it, right? There's a discount on Track Me for 29 days, 8 hours, and so on. Day 1. Maybe Sakma's music, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Sakma's music. The story. Oh, so this is the song then. McSkitty tapped keys with a confident grin, a suspicious website. Now where to begin? She'd seen sites like this full of code and of grime, shady domains, and breadcrumbs easy to find. Okay. McSkitty's fingers flew across the keyboard, her eyes narrowing at the suspicious website on her screen. She had dozens of malware campaigns like this she'd seen. This time, the trail led straight to someone who went by the name Glitch. Too easy, she muttered with a smirk. I still have time, she said, leaning closer to the screen. Maybe there's more. So they go back in the story. Because in this, we read that she already met the Glitch. And stuff, you know. Little did she know, beneath the surface lay something far more complex than the simple hacker's handle. This was just the beginning of a tangled web, unraveling everything she thought she knew. There she is. Learning objective. Learn how to investigate malicious link files. Learn about OPSEC and OPSEC mistakes. And if you click this, it says OPSEC, Operational Security, is a set of principles and tactics used to attempt to protect the security of an operator or operation. An example of this may be using code names instead of your real names, or using a proxy to conceal your IP address. So, understand how to track and attribute digital identities in cyber investigations. Connecting to the machine. Better start it first, right? So I'm trying to like put my camera lower so that the t-shirt will show. Before moving forward, review the questions on the connection card below. Start a virtual machine by clicking the Start Machine button. A VM should be fully loaded in 3 minutes. I better start my local machine too. VM. Additionally, you will need a attack box, which will be launched. And we probably won't use that. I'm assuming we could just use our local VM instead. So, Cal is starting here on my other screen. Keep trying. Machines are becoming available as a demand. Okay. Investigating the website. The website we are investigating. Oh, there it hopped. So now I'm curious, is there something else that hopped up on this page here? Yeah, so we have an IP now. I'll just log into Kali. Let's copy the IP. All right. I can just start the VPN. And it was try hack me. There. So the VPN is on. I'm like, yeah, better read more before. We have the IP now at least. So, investigating the website. The website we are investigating is a YouTube to MP3 converter currently being shared amongst the organizers of Sockmess. You decided to dig deeper after hearing some concerning reports about this website. Access the website using your browser. So it's time to hop over here. Did I close all the tabs I had open? That's the question. Nah. So. The glitches all-in-one converter. Purple and pretty here, right? Oh, I don't like purple at all. Vaporizer keeps updating all the time. So enter YouTube URL. Convert. Okay. Official operating procedures. A most official proclamation in rural. Cultural run wild and free. Stands a converter for all to see, built by the glitch, or so they say. Form 123B, filed just yesterday. Should I read all of it? So sorry. And of course they have the bright light version here. So at first glance the website looks legit and presentable. The about page even says it was made by the glitch. How considerate of them to make our job easier. Scrolling down, you'll see the feature list, which promises to be secure and safe. From our experience, this isn't very likely. YouTube to MP3 converter websites. These websites had been around for a long time. They offer a convenient way to extract audio from YouTube videos, making them popular. However, historically, these websites have been observed to have significant risks, such as malvertising. Many sites contain malicious ads that can exploit vulnerabilities in user system, which can lead to infection. Phishing scams. Users can be tricked into providing personal or sensitive information via fake surveys or offers. Bundled malware. Some converters may come with malware tricking users to unknowingly running it. What nefarious thing does this website have in store for us? Getting some tunes. Let's find out by pasting any YouTube link in the search form, pressing the convert button. Then select either MP3 or MP4 option. So this should download a file that we would use to investigate. For example, use. A classic, if you ask me. Let's see what it is. I kind of thought so. Yeah, let's go for the classic, right? It's not the first time it's on stream, right? We use it for my little USB, for example, when I plug that in. We have one of those. Once downloaded, navigate to your downloads folder. So let's do it here. Paste. Convert. And I have to select, let's do MP3 then. Download file super secured. Approved. Animated even. Animation there. I don't like that. Do I? Oh, this is okay. But it's like, I want attention. I want attention. Okay, so let's click the download file and let's open that. So it's a download zip. So let's hop over here again and check. Oh, we could hop into the.
Xmomo01 says, "Hello, smile, smile."
Hello, welcome in. So there we have the download zip file. So once downloaded, navigate to your downloads folder on the attack box. Look at the file, right click on it, extract to. Oh, using UI stuff here. In the downloadable, is recording. Okay. Okay, let's just unzip it. So if I don't have to use GUI stuff, I might avoid it. So we have song and song. Okay. And one of them is executable and one is not, and one is tiny and one is big. Okay. So should we look at them ourselves, or should we like follow along?
Panatong says,
I thought I smelled you online.
Yeah, it was a long time. It's a week. It's a week since I streamed. That's like odd, right?
Good morning, or
yeah,
I mean
good
afternoon.
morning. So it's already dark outside. It's been for over an hour. It'll be brighter soon. If we pass it, when we pass the 22nd, we'll get some more light. And look at my t-shirt. I have the.
You poor Swedes in the 10 minutes of daylight.
Yeah, exactly. I think the shortest day where I live was like 4 hours, right? And where Johannes lives was 2 hours. So at least I have a little bit better, but it's still too short. I want some light. Good thing I have these bright lights here now.
That is so depressing.
Well, so anyway, if we will get snow at all, then he will become a bit brighter, though. So.
But in summer light almost all day?
I guess we have probably longer summer days here too, because it's the same thing, you know, but yeah. You have to, you know, in the north of Sweden, where Johannes lives, that's like a thing, but it's not really here. I don't think it's odd in the summer. It's like mostly dark in the winter. You still sleep when you sleep, right? You see 2 extracted files. Quickly determine the file. Yeah, we can like check them out a bit. Let's just do it ourselves. We can look at the instructions too, of course. So let's file some, and it's a Windows shortcut. Points to file or directory, has relative path, has working directory, has command line argument. So let's just, it's not very long, right? Let's just cat the sum. So look, download file, PS1. And it's also running it. So it's downloading and running this file. So I guess we'll look see what it is, right? We can even do copy link address here. Copy selection. So this is what it looks like. ASCII art glitch created by the one and only MM. Okay, so MM, that's the dude, the bad guy here, right? This one. Mayor malware. That's MM. So oh, what should I do? Should I read the stuff, or should I just look at it? Let's look at it a bit first, right? So function print ASCII art, and now I learned how to make PowerShell functions. I don't think I've done that like this, actually saying function, right? Call the function to print, just the name of it, path for info file, stolen info.txt. Oh. Function to search for wallet files. Function search for wallets. It's really like ugly code. Wallet paths. Bitcoin. Ether. Okay. So it's looking for bitcoins and other stuff. Add content path info path value. Crypto wallet files for each path in wallet path if test path. Add content path if file value found wallet path. Add content path. What does add content do? I don't know. Function for search browser credential files, SQLite databases. Okay, so it does that too. Chrome and Firefox. This also add content. And then function to send the stolen info to AC2 server. So it's very, very hard to read this. Not. Function send info to AC2 server. Oh, look, so here we have a server name. I'm assuming we're going to look at this. Get content path raw. Invoke web request URI. This thing. Method post body data, and data is get content path. Okay, so that's the add content path. So it adds the data here. But it only says this. It only says what it found. It doesn't put any data there. There. So that's the info file path variable. Yeah. So search for wallet, search for browser credentials, info to C2 server. So it will send these strings if it finds anything. Okie dokie. I guess it's, wouldn't be a good thing for it to actually do something right. By the way, let's leave it at this, right? So, where were we reading? Yeah, they did. We could do file on the song too, but I kind of swear that it says audio file. Doesn't seem like anything suspicious according to the output. As expected, this is just an MP3 file. How about the second song.mp3? From the file name alone, it's we can tell something's not right. So song. We already saw this in the terminal there. Now this is more interesting. The output tells us instead of an MP3. Oh right, they use exif tool on it. It's a MS Windows shortcut, also known as .lnk. Filetop is used in Windows to link to another file. I'm skipping a bit. So let's do exif tool on it too. Right, so what we did before was just to we just catted it. I didn't know exif tool could do it, so let's exif tool and samg. So doesn't say more. Nah. Let's see. We already had all the info, really. Command line arguments. I guess this is nicer to read, but it was very obvious here too. We already got it from this. So other ones are working directory, relative path, local base path. So this is a working directory, and it's creating a file there. I guess that. A bit odd to me, but we'll have to test and run it, right? With our own file. So let's go back. So exif tool was a better tool than cat to look at this. What this partial command does. Yeah, we read this. Download the file from this. We looked at the file. Once downloaded, yeah. So we looked at this too. Truncated for Brody. The script is designed to collect highly sensitive information. Solely for educational purposes. Please do not execute these on a Windows house. This looks fairly typical for a partial script. I'm thinking, didn't they mention the .tsm? No? The C2 server there. There are many paths we could take to continue our investigation. We could investigate the website further, analyze the source code, or search for open directories that might reveal more information about the malicious sector setup. Right, we had all the full web page there too. We could search for hash signature public malware databases such as VirusTotal and Run. Each of these methods could yield. I'm just thinking time. I think the new one will appear in 5 minutes, so we can finish this one. However, for this row, we already have partial code. Searching it online might give us useful leads. It's a long shot, but we'll explore it. Oh. There are many places where we can search the code. To search efficiently, we can look for unique parts of the code that we could use to search with. The most distinctive, the better. For a scenario, we have a string we've uncovered before that reads, created by the one and only MM. Search for this on github.com or by going directly to this link. So, GitHub search, created by the one and only. Type issues. Okay, so that's let's copy the link and let's go back to the Kali Firefox, and let's I think if I do GitHub here, I'm probably logged in. I might not be. No. So let's just do this. Do I need to log in? I think I do, right? We can just probably search. Oh. So now it's doing type repositories, right? And they wanted type issues. So let's do issues. Because that's what they wanted. This is the one they have in their result here. One result. Now it's 77 results. With the same search. Everybody making write-ups, maybe? Whatever. You'll notice something interesting if you explore the pages in the search results. The pages, it's just one for these. 77 results, but this is the one, right? Let's click this one. and this is track me stuff, right? Hey Bloodware, I came across this pretty cool C++ script of yours and would like to use it for Werewolf. My only issue that I'm not good with C++. Much more common with PowerShell. It's opposite. The code does some interesting things, like searching for old and browser credentials, sending the findings to C to server, allows to cross-check a partial version of this, especially if we show how to look at it, quantum memory management. I'm guessing that do I need to read it all? Faster C2 communication that you're sweating. Share your code and we'll see what we have. It's likely the part where it's checking the wallet files and credential is straightforward. I'm not sure how PowerShell handles things like sending data to a server. This is what I currently have. Yes. Gives nice example, no need for I like the ASCII art. Thanks a lot. Here. Would have gone. Well, I don't know why we would read this even. Maybe we shouldn't. Let's see. Explore the pages. Oh, we didn't get a rate limit thingy. Look through the results. You may be able to infer the malicious identity based on mayor. We already knew this, so it's like, yeah. But now it doesn't say that. It says MM. They've changed the name, but as soon as we saw MM, you know, I looked at the page because it was like, yeah, right. Introduction to OPSEC. This is a classic case of OPSEC failure. So what? That they're using this name that they're not using anymore because it's MM now? Well, I guess Mayor Werewell, and now it says MM Werewell. And I can't avoid Werewell sounds like a village of werewolves or something, right? Not like software. Let's read this stuff. So, introduction to OPSEC. This is a classic case of OPSEC failure. Operation security is a term originally coined in the military to refer to the process of protecting sensitive information and operations from adversaries. The goal is to identify and eliminate potential vulnerabilities before the attacker can learn their identity. In the context of cybersecurity, when malicious actors fail to follow proper OPSEC practices, they might leave digital traces that can be pieced together to reveal their identity. Some common OPSEC mistakes include... I'm just curious, sorry. I have to hop back to this one. Couldn't you see who it was from here? It says MM Werewell here, right? So we didn't need to look for it in here. But it might not have, but it was like a useless step there. It just wanted us to search on GitHub. Sorry for pausing in the middle of stuff. They're using usernames, emails, or account handles across multiple platforms. One might assume that anyone trying to cover their tracks would remove such obvious incriminating information, but sometimes it's due to vanity or simply forgetfulness. Using identifiable metadata. Yeah. In code documents or images may reveal personal information such as device names, GPS coordinates, or timestamps. Posting publicly on forums or GitHub, like in this current scenario, with details that tie back to their real identity or reveal their location or habits. Failing to use a VPN or proxy while conducting malicious activities allows law enforcement to track their real IP addresses. You'd think that someone doing something bad would make OPSEC their top priority. But they're only human and can make mistakes too. For example, here are some real-world OPSEC mistakes that led to some really big fails. Alphabet admin takedown. One of the most spectacular OPSEC failures involved Alexander Cases, the administrator of Alphabet, one of the largest dark web marketplaces. Gets his user email address in early welcome emails from the site. This email included his year of birth and other identifying information. He cashed out using Bitcoin account tied to his real name. Consider use the username Alpha02 across multiple platforms, linking dark web identity to forum posts under real name. Yeah, but is it just me, or people who do that kind of like bad things are not mega smart, right? At least not socially. Chinese military hacking group, APT1. There's also some notorious Chinese hacking group, APT1, which made several OPSEC blunders. One member, Wang Dong, signed his malware code with the nickname Ugly Gorilla. This nickname was linked to programming forum posts associated with his real name. The group used predictable naming conventions for users' code and passwords. Their activity consisted allegedly with reading business hours, making their location obvious. These failures provide enough information for cybersecurity researchers and law enforcement to publicly identify group members. Uncovering MM. So, we're back to the story. If you thoroughly investigated the GitHub search result, you should have uncovered several clues about poor OPSEC practices by malicious actor. We know the attacker left a distinctive signature with a partial code, This allowed us to search for related repos. Yeah, they're just repeating it for the third time. When we discovered an initial page with the attacker engaged in discussions providing more context and linking their activity to other projects. Only the file that was shared was from the same account. It's like, we didn't need to search to find it, you know. In this discussion, they responded to a query about modifying the code. This response, paired with their unique handle, was another critical slip-up, leaving behind a trail of evidence that can be traced back to them. By analyzing the timestamp, username, and nature of the interactions, we can attribute the mastermind behind the attack of MM. What's next? McSkitty dug deeper, her mind sharp and quick, but something felt off. Peculiar trick. Sorry. The pieces she gathered just didn't align. A puzzle with gaps, a tangled design. As McSkitty continued digging, a pattern emerged that didn't fit the persona she was piecing together. A different handle appeared in obscure places, buried deep in the details. Yeah, very deep. Who's MM? McSkitty muttered, the mystery deepening. Even though all signs on the website seemed to point to Glitch as the author. It became clear that someone had gone to great lengths to ensure Glitch's name appeared everywhere. Yet, his scattered traces left by Emma suggested a deliberate effort to shift blame. Look at the song MP3 file. Looks like the song MP3 file is not what we expected. Run exiftool song MP3 in your terminal to find out the author of the song. Okay, let's do it. That was a tab. Oh gosh. I tabbed instead of arrow. There. So okay. Oh, we didn't listen to the song. Now we have to listen to the song, right? So the malicious PowerShell scripts and stolen info to a C2 server. Yeah, I copied that before, but then I copied something else. So let's go back and copy it again. Do they want the full? Yeah, they want the full URL. So come on. Who is MM? Well, Mayor Malware, right? Mayor Malware. And what is the number of commits on the GitHub repo where the issue was raised? So I feel blind. Isn't it usually just here? By the way, we could look at this file too, right? It's the same. It's the same C2 server there. So, just the same thing, but in C++ instead. One commit. It's just one commit. Yeah. So I didn't find it because it was a 1. I'm like, it's usually here, right? If you enjoy this task, feel free to check out the OPSEC room, okay? So we always open the rooms that it points to. So, red team OPSEC. Okay, sure. We'll do this one. Yeah, and day 2 appeared. Day 2 appeared. What's with all these GitHub repos? Could they hide something else? All these GitHub repos. Let's check out both accounts. So we have this one. I don't think it realized I clicked. So this one has 2 repos. Here's C2 server 2. Updated 3 days ago. Up.py. It's a Flask. Yeah. Change me admin password. Yeah, so last stream I think it was. I did learned Flask, so it's kinda just read it quickly. It's the root, logged in session, return redirect dashboard, URL for login. Yeah, the URL for redirect we added to the notes, right? And then we have login for login, get and post. Error invalid credentials. Dashboard, and so on. So data is the one that data is sent to. Return redirect login, render template, data HTML. So, of course, there's no template, right? So it's just this file. So, then we had, this is the bloatware. Then we have the, I guess it's easiest to go back here to the original one. Maybe this. Let's just go, since we know where it is, right? It's issues. PowerShell version of this. And then this is the other account. And it has 2 repos too. So what are those? I'm getting a million tabs. Hi, I'm MM, also known as Mere Malware. Yeah, this is so... Yeah. So if you didn't already know it, I develop all necessary tools and plans to sabotage the event and frustrate the citizens of Warwell. So, very secure stuff here. Here is this file again. So, the same as this. We can see here, yes. Well. So, do we want to look anything more on day one? I'm kind of thinking like they spent a lot of time on this. They have to spend more time looking at it, right? Yeah, let's just. It's a nice page.